afternoon, traders. Welcome everyone in the TEFS Trading Room. New week, new opportunities, and continued sell-off on the market. This is what we see first of all in the pre-market. I hope you enjoyed your great weekend and relaxed, recharged with energy, and starting this day with full of energy because we will need that, guys. It seems like this market is just continues down and down, and there is no stop. But we are going to talk about it. What can stop this carnage all over the market? All right, hi VIP room traders. Hi Clifton, nice to see you. Scott DVG, yeah, Sunday fun day. That definitely it was one because we just got some more insights from Trump, which I'm going to talk about as well. But first of all, traders, I hope you had a beautiful green week last week. We had a great one indeed. Nice green Friday too. Also, the market started falling down after the first 15, 20 minutes. Around 11 o'clock, it just made a reversal, quite of a sharp reversal to the upside, but it could not stay like that. As you could see at the end of Friday, it just ended up really badly to the downside, almost on the lowest point of the day. Today, as you can see in my pre-market, it is down already several percent, like 2%, 19 at the moment, but it was down more than 4% even 2 hours ago. So really, really nasty sell-off continues. It has touched almost the 480 level, which I just had a private mentoring in the morning, and I just mentioned to my trader that, listen, if we break the 480, I think 450 and maybe 400 in the cards. If something is not going to happen, something is not going to stop this sell-off. So this 480 already almost touched, and of course we don't know what's going to happen after the market opens, but seems like this sell-off is relentless. So traders, we are starting minus 2.19% in the SPY. Triple Q is not better either, 2.12% at the moment to 26, sorry. SOXL semicons down 8.6, BABA 7.66, Tesla almost 6% lower, guys. It almost touched the 220 level. 220. Let's see how high was that, like several months ago. Actually, the highest point of the Tesla, it was almost 500. It just shed more than 50% of its value in less than 3 or 4 months. It's unbelievable how fast the big stocks are just deteriorating and losing their value. Everyone is in panic, everyone is in shock. I'm just going to watch even the circuit breaker today, especially if you are breaking under the pre-market lows. I'm going to be aware of that because, as I mentioned you in the pre-market, we have seen the market down more than 4%. Aloha, Michael. Nice to see you. Miguel, good morning. Brian, nice to see you too. YouTube traders, I hope the sound is okay and we can just start dig deep better or even deeper in these details and news. So let's see what is happening here indeed. As I mentioned, you the market is still on a sell of Dow futures fall 1,000 points, S&P 500 eyes bear market on Trump tariff market collapse. So what was the trigger? We know exactly. It was the reciprocal tariffs last week, and Thursday, Friday just were out as a really, really ugly day on the markets, and seems like it still does continue. Hi, Raspi. Thank you, Ola. Anticipator, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Tara. Good afternoon. Dor, nice to see you. Thank you for the feedback. All right, guys. So I just got several questions from you as well in emails that what do I think? Have I seen anything like that before? Yes, of course. I was there on the dot-com era. I was there on 2008. I was there on 2020. And one thing is common in every big pullback or sell-off, because this is not just a pullback, it's a huge sell-off at the moment. Traders, the market is trading on fear and not fundamentals. Okay, please just really much remember on my words that in this phase, in this era of the market is completely out of its mind. Fear it's ruling. Look at the VIX index. It's just amazing. VIX index is the fear index actually. And this is just spiking like crazy. Look at this huge spike. It was $40 in, I don't know, when was it? In February, March? Yeah, middle February. Now it almost doubled. So huge move to the upside. And in the meantime, SPY and Triple Q are just losing their value insanely. As I mentioned you for the newcomers, the SPY was so much down, it almost tagged already of 4.8, 480 dollar, 482 was the lowest. And as you can see, this is the third day which is starting in red and in gap because the reciprocal tariff just caused a huge turbulence on the market. Okay, we know that, that's a fact. Very ugly numbers. It was just beyond the imagination what Trump did with the tariffs. Everyone, like including the big names like Bill Ackman and the others, they were expecting much less, much lower tariffs, and like not like a big bomb put directly onto the biggest stock exchange of the world, it's just affecting 180 countries with insanely high reciprocal tariffs, and it's going to be effective on the 9th of April. What can stop this carnage though? This carnage can be stopped only again on tariff negotiations. Also, 50 countries already applied for some negotiations as far as I know, but actually this was Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent's words that they've been bad actors for a long time, and it's not the kind of thing you can negotiate away in days or weeks. So even seems like that they are open for negotiations, but even this is going to be a hard thing to do, like a really, really long way to go there, guys. And this is actually not a good sign and not a good news for the market, because in my opinion, this carnage can just stop, maybe just a small relief, and not putting a bottom in. But as Bill Ackman just told in his interview, that the business leaders are losing their faith in Trump because they are not voted for that, and he's calling Trump to postpone the tariffs at least 90 days, or even to start these negotiations very quickly and even lower the tariffs. Of course, Trump now is waiting, especially from China and Europe, to lower the tariffs. But what happened on Friday? Completely the opposite, as China just imposed another 34% tariffs on the imported US goods. So traders, in a nutshell, things are not doing great at the moment, especially for investors and stockholders. For us day traders, you know, we need movements, we need volatility, and that is guaranteed. But if, because lots of you just ask me, when should we buy the bottom? The bottom is still not in. Maybe today is going to be in. One headline just can flip the whole sentiment like crazy, guys. So let's just be careful with that. I'm still not in the bottom. I am planning, but not yet. I want to see the technical sign for that, and I have not seen it yet. So I'm going to let you know, as you know, every time when I just shorted on 90, the TQQQ, I'm ready to take a step when the times come, but the time is not here yet. And as you just heard from my little summary, what is going on the tariff side now, there is no sign yet that China or EU or about these 50 countries, which are smaller countries like Vietnam, who just lowered the tariffs to 80% or 0% towards to the US. So this is still a long way to go. And don't forget, earnings season is coming too. And this week, what's going to happen this week? Today, it's not too much on the line. Indeed, one of the FOMC member speakers coming now. And after that, indeed, as I've seen, only consumer credit. Consumer credit, let me just check it. This is the I'm just checking next week because I was doing the things here. Okay, so Kugler is going to speak at 10:30 and consumer credit at 3 p.m. traders. That's it for today. So today it's not a big day on the economic front, but Tuesday already we will get some more news like NFIB Small Business Index, IV, PMI, FOMC member Dali speaks at 2 p.m. tomorrow, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are going to be the highlights of the week traders. Wednesday with FOMC meeting minutes. After that, we will get Thursday with CPI and Friday with PPI numbers. So this is going to be crucial for the market as well, in my opinion. All right, traders. So this is what we have now. Big uncertainty, big fear. Market is still dropping. No sign for negotiations from the big guys at least. Regarding the tariffs, because now I think Trump is definitely waiting for that, especially from China and the EU to take a bow and tell them, okay, we are in. Let's just negotiate about the tariffs. Until this point, guys, everything is just pressured down indeed. So JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says stocks prices remain relatively high even with the market sell-off. That's an interesting opinion as well. And as I mentioned you, for example, Bill Ackman warns of economic nuclear winter, urges 90-day timeout on the tariffs. So there are a lot of opinions out there now. Everyone is getting really nervous about this route. Well, let's see how it's going to be continued. At the moment, as I mentioned you, not just US futures are very much to the downside, but even Europe seems like it's ending 0.25 for the DAX, CAC 0.60, FTSE MIB 4.35, so really ugly day for the European stocks, and not even mentioning the Chinese stocks and the Nikkei. Hang Seng is down 13.22% traders, and the Nikkei 7.83, really huge drops everywhere. If I'm just checking the bonds, they are just going lower as well. As I've seen, everyone is panicking on their side as well. Futures are red, and not even mentioning the crypto, especially the Bitcoin, which has seen even 75,000 in the morning traders. So let's just be careful with the coin and the Bitcoin related stocks, because this is still very much under pressure. On my watch list, almost everything is red except of actually I cannot find a green green stock. Maybe in my gainers and losers list I'm going to find something, but so far there is nothing at all on my list. I cannot see, mainly just the inverted or reversed ETFs like SQQQ, TZA, and the last. Of course, in the meantime, gold is still pushing higher. Oil is going down. So oil actually just went under $60 level. So crazy moves all over the world. Everything is just upside down. Also, the LTR is quite green on my list, 1.41%, which I'm going to watch for today. And I've seen JNG into the green like 2 hours ago, but now it just went back to the red side. So let's just be careful with the longs until we cannot see any signs for recovery. Hi Didi, good morning. Yes, SDS is up, as this is the reverse ETF there as well. TQQQ, I'm going to watch. SQQQ, just the usual ones. And as I've told you, maybe some healthcare stocks or like J&J, and some, like DLTR, WMT, and the rest might is going to stay up or ahead. But I don't think so, because seems like now everything is got really badly impacted. Let's see the big movers. If you have any questions, any candidates on your list, traders, please just let me know. I'm more than happy to take a look at. Hi, Arika. Good afternoon. Very nice to see you here. Great day to join to the market, because again, as you can see, we are just going down. So I'm sure we are going to be full of opportunities. So traders, let me just check the best movers here. Actually, Tesla got some double bad news, and it is just going down again, but not just Tesla, but the whole automakers like Ford, Stellantis, General Motors is down, especially General Motors after it got a Bernstein downgrade. the stock to underperform from market perform. Hi Todd, good morning to you. Nice to see you. So I'm just going to make my list here as I see Scott already posted his, and again there is no long, which I am not particularly surprised because, as I mentioned you, we are just starting the third big ugly red day on the market. Also, I'm going to watch the LTR to the long side, as I mentioned you, but I'm not going to push it too much. And SQQQ. To the short side, well, let's just start with Tesla and VDA, PLTR on my list too. General Motors, as I mentioned you, because it got double bad news as well with the downgrade. What else here? Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, Amazon, all of them just really much done indeed. Plus, Bitcoin related stock, Coinbase, MicroStrategy down, major banks, JP Morgan. Jamie Dimon has just warned his annual letter that the new tariffs would boost inflation and hurt the US economy. Another opinion here. Palantir is just extending the loss after last week indeed. And even the Chinese stocks, as I mentioned you, that especially the Chinese market suffered a really, really bad day, more than 13% down. So I'm going to call even Baba here to the short side. So we have a lot. Dollar Tree, though, the value focused retailer, was able to buck the down market, which shares nearly 1% as Citi upgraded shares to buy from Neutra, calling Dollar Tree a dark horse winner in a global trade war. What else here? Machinery stocks just got a big dump too, as the UK or US-based machinery companies fell amid the tariffs worries again. What are we talking about? Caterpillar, United Rentals, Cummins, and Packard, but CAT can be a little bit spready, so be careful on that one. So as you can see, traders, we could even put everything, the max 7 to the red side. Apple is down. Let me just check Apple to the downside, but my favorites are to the short side at the moment, the ones which included in the news, as I mentioned you. So I'm going to put a bank there, a Chinese stock, Palantir, I took it or put it already, Bitcoin related stocks, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, all of them are just suffering big time, not even mentioning, as you can see, Apple. So Google, though, is the only one which is trying to pull back and fill this gap already in pre-market. Also, I feel like if it's breaking this 140 again, this can be a very nasty drop on the Alphabet. Next one is Meta to check. Meta is down at the moment 3% already, and it was down under $480 level, just the same, almost the same as the market. Of course, the market is a bit higher now, I mean the SPY, but I feel like 480 is failing. We can see it more to the downside. Regarding Amazon and Microsoft, Amazon at the moment is down 2.57%, almost the same pattern as the Meta. Let's see whether it can break this 164 at first time and make a pullback. And the last but not least, Microsoft, which is just suffering a 2% drop indeed, and seems like a very easy continuation if it goes back under 350. So I would say we can call all of them here, but I'm just going to stay with the news related stocks, and let's see what is coming next, traders. Stay tight, be sharp, and let's just check the news, because as I mentioned you, a headline about some successful negotiation or willingness to negotiation, especially from the big guys like EU and China, I think we can just see a little relief for the market. But there is not in the air yet. I'm just telling you that if it's happening, I'm going to watch closely the headlines. So traders, especially VIP room traders, hi Pantera, Tesla get both under. Yeah, I've seen that 220 crazy. Get it? Good morning to you, Darren. Nice to see you, AG. So guys, I wish you a beautiful green day there in the VIP room with Scott and DVG. And please just sit back on because this is going to be another rocky road ahead of us, but very good for day trading for sure. So have a nice green day, and I'm going to see you tomorrow with the YouTube traders. Of course, I'm going to stay an extra 1.5 hours. So see you everyone tomorrow. Okay, YouTube traders. So welcome for the newcomers. I'm just going to make a little summary here. Market is going down, so continues this sell-off, this carnage. I have just read a lot of things about how they express this market nowadays. Crazy, in my opinion, is crazy. If you are just checking, for example, the Tesla, it just lost 50% of its value. Okay, we were very extended, and I would say even when all of the stocks were on the highs, like even Tesla or Nvidia or the rest, it was again not based on the fundamentals. But this big drop is definitely is the same, like not aligned with the fundamentals. So we see such a crazy time on the market. We have not seen it for a long time. Last time in 2020, unfortunately, you remember on this dark phase of the humanity, and this is coming next with the tariffs. So guys, you asked me in emails that what's going to happen, what do I see on the market. I see fear trading, bit extended fear trading in my opinion, but there is reason, and there is definitely let's call it like reality in the route, because if these tariffs things are not going to be under negotiations very soon, and the rest of the world and the countries are not going to start lowering their tariffs, for that Trump is going to lower his tariff as well, it's not going to work. 50 countries already got this point, and they applied for negotiations with the US regarding lowering their tariffs in order to get US to lower the reciprocal tariffs. But this is not enough yet. We know exactly that EU and China matters. So let's see what's going to happen there. And just some oil on the fire, as we say in Hungarian. China is not on that point, as you know, that they just imposed another extra 34% of tariffs on Friday on the U.S. imported, all of the U.S. imported goods. So things are not going to the bulls favorite indeed, but that means that we can just find another great gap and go shorts, maybe. Do you prefer Riot or Mara? Let me just check the daily chart, and I'm just going to tell you, Raspi. Also, I must tell you, as the Bitcoin, usually the Riot and the Bitcoin, of course, this is a very unique situation, because now actually everything is overshadowing even the connections or reconnections from one asset to another. But usually Riot and Mara are not particularly moving together all the time with the Bitcoin. Now, of course, they do. But if I'm just checking the Riot and the Mara, Riot, okay, it was down like 630 around, right? 630. It just broke the daily or the yearly low, as well as I see. And the last time when it was so low, it was back in 2023. Well, listen, if the pre-market will fail, we can see this $5 level, but I want to see that on failing under the pre-market levels. And the Mara at the moment, right, is down 8%. Ouch, already. Mara is down 11%, looks much weaker, and I would say I prefer maybe Mara under 980. Yes, exactly, Raspi. You are just a mind reader. I find the same. I find the same. So maybe Mara can be a play under this 980 level. But if we are just checking the Bitcoin, indeed, you can see that it's just checked in around this 74,000 in the pre-market already. Look at that. They're picked up some buyers and back to this 78,000. But based on the daily chart, I must tell you, I'm not going to be surprised if it goes back to this 69, 68,000 level indeed. On the SPY, I was expecting this 480. Well, I thought it's going to be in the next 2 days, but as you could see, it almost touched in the pre-market already. Crazy, guys, how the sell-off is just working now. The panic, it's always stronger. We know it exactly. And now if we are breaking the 480, I think 450 is in sight, unless we are not going to get some positive news from this crazy trade war. Hi Lee, good morning to you. Nice to see you, and welcome every new traders in the room. Well, this is going to be a very shaky day again, traders, with high volatility, crazy numbers already on the market. SPY is down almost 3%. At the moment, 3% just touched. Triple Q down 3.18. And don't forget the 7% when we can have a 15 minutes halt on the market as the reason of a circuit breaker. So please be very much careful on that. I'm going to watch it. And on the big mover side, we still have the Max 7, especially Bitcoin related stocks, Chinese stocks, Chinese market just around it 13 or 14% already to the downside. Crazy numbers, guys. And everything is under pressure and everyone is a bit nervous indeed. Even as I've told you, Bill Ackman and Jamie Dimon are starting to not panic, I would say, but starting to make some noise, which is very much understandable. So traders, interesting day, interesting week is happening here because this is the week for CPI, PPI, and FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday too. And until that point, until we are not going to get some, let's call it like a little ray of hope or sunshine here, I think we are going to continue going down, so let's be careful. Crypto's quoting global market panic. Yeah, definitely we have that. So let's just focus on shorts from my side at least. We're going to be open in like 2 minutes. Good luck, everyone. For the starter traders, I strongly suggest to be very careful today. Maybe lower on the share size because this environment can be very challenging. Indeed, I'm going to watch gap and goes in the beginning of the day. Of course, let's see how the market is going to behave. But as you can see, the SPY is making again a breakdown under this VWAP and 490 level. On the daily side, I'm going to watch definitely this 485 first, and then this 482 level, which means if it's going under this point, this can be another very nasty gap and go for the market. So these are the numbers which I'm going to watch on the SPY. On my watch list, as you can see, I have just the usual stocks here, and I'm going to watch even more. But first of all, I really would like to see how the market is going to behave based on the European and the Asian markets moves, and based on the fact that there is no positive news or improvement on the tariff side. I'm afraid we are going to see more to the downside even today. Usually, there is 3 big red days on any ugly news. Even I'm talking about individual stocks, and usually the third or the fourth day it's serving like a temporary bottom, and then we will see and a possible reversal. So I think this is our third day, by the way. So this can end in a doji, this can end in another big ugly red day, or even worse. So I'm going to watch it very closely how we are going to make this improvement on this market. It's exaggerated too much in my opinion, and not trading on fundamentals, but we have seen it before as well to the upside. So let's see how it's going to end. I don't want to guess. I don't want to anticipate. Let's just go with the flow as usual. All right, traders. Scott already called Apple, Amazon, NVIDIA to the short side. NVIDIA under 88, Amazon under 164, and Apple under 178. I'm going to watch Baba here as well. Yes, Tara, I see that. It's just amazing. We just opened traders. Good luck, everyone. Crazy big drop everywhere as I see. SPY is dropping 408 on the triple Q. Okay. Scott is just talking about the oil that we have not seen oil so cheap since 2020. Crazy big move. Okay, traders, I just switch off the pre-market here to see this market first, how it is moving. Quite ugly. Okay. Here is Amir with us today. All right, traders. So Amazon, it's pulling back a little bit as I see. Amir told it this is like a Tarantino movie. Yeah, that's sure. It's an interesting comparison, but I get it why. Crazy big move to the downside. Also, as I've seen Amazon try this one pullback, Google trying to checking Baba, Scott shorting Apple. In the meantime, he's going to take it 176 and 50. It's already entered. Amazon pulling back, Baba pulling back. Let's see NVIDIA too. SMCI strong, DLTR checking. Yeah, you're right here. NVIDIA is pulling back too. Tesla, it's making a small pullback too, as I see. DLTR looks strong. I agree in that. Bit spready though, so be careful. It's like DLTR is too spready for me. This is the problem, but doesn't look bad. Okay, let me just check SMCI and not even SMCI, but Tesla. Overall market is still making a consolidation. So in this case, traders might I'm going to get TQQQ. NVIDIA under 88. It was called by Scott already, Alamu. He's going to take it. And I think I'm going to get a little Microsoft is breaking too, but in my opinion, what I like the most it is the market itself. So if we break the TQQQ under 30, 36 and 20, I'm going to take a quick scalp or only traders. 36 and 20, I want to take like a 30, 40 cents quick move here. Uh, Even DVG is taking only small share sizes, by the way. Okay, so let's see. 18 is going to be my entry here on the TQQQ. Amazon, though, is still pulling back. Google, Microsoft, not that much. Let me just check SMCI. Yes, you're right. It's not bad. So let's see, traders. If the market, I feel like, if the market is failing and it's going to go under that low of the day, it can be a very, very nasty move to the downside. Google is making a quite of a gap and go, and VDA looks very good now. I like it even better, but only under 88, 87, 80 on the NVDA. Everything is a smaller share size traders because everything can move quite fast. So TQQQ is going to be here. NVIDIA, it's on my list. Tesla broke but could not continue. Question whether there will be a small profit taking of the short side in the beginning of the day, or we do continue lower. Okay, so we are on a waiting point. If we turn green, SMCI can be interesting over the high, in my opinion. Kevin, here comes the NVDA. Okay, NVDA. Let's go for 50 cents here. And I am in for TQQQ as well, traders. So on the NVDA, I want to see an 87.20. TQQQ coming, traders, that's good. But on the TQQQ, we need to break under 36. Market is fighting here, but the SPY already breaking lower. Google was a nice gap and go play. I was just missing it. So I have NVIDIA TQQQ for scalp. So if we break 36, I'm going to be ready to take 80% off on the TQQQ. Tesla, it's hovering back to the lows too, under 2 to 1. Looks interesting. If you like it, NVIDIA, we need to break here this 87.50 first. Everything is just moving lower together with the market as I see. Nasty. Guys has not caught too much. Apple, it's to the green side, 176.50 as I see. Nothing else. All right, traders, SPY is breaking down. Here comes our TQQQ. Tesla very close to the lows too. Traders, here we have the 20 cents on the TQQQ. All right, traders, I'm going to be ready to take a partial on TQQQ. Market though, it's still pushing down. 485 coming on the SPY, 406 breaking on the triple Q. And VDA doesn't want to go down. That's interesting. Be careful on this one. But I'm ready to take 80% off, 80% of my share size off on this TQQQ, because I do not trust the market, also I feel like it still needs to go lower. But I feel like just for a small green to start the day with this 20 cents, it's okay. Okay. And then let's see whether we do continue lower. This NVIDIA is holding nicely though. So NVIDIA is holding nicely. Microsoft is lower. Tesla looks like it's a breakdown, guys, under this 2 to 1. It just broke down nicely. But I don't like this NVDA too much. I'm just going to leave it. It wants to stay here as I see. Okay, Tesla broke down. If you took it 2 to 1, I cannot trade three things at the same time. I would take a partial here, 219, and let it run. And here we go. Finally, 80% off officially on TQQQ, stop loss to 36.20 and let it run. And here comes our NVDA also. If NVDA goes over 88.14, I'm out. Okay, so 50% or 80% of the share size just took on TQQQ on 35 and 75. And now I am just going to put my stop loss to the entry, and that's it. And if NVIDIA cannot break this 60 now here, I'm going to be out only with a small loss. So SPY triple Q still going lower now. I'm going to be out on the TQQQ on 36.20. Market continues or stretching a bit more lower. NVIDIA is out, guys. Small loser on NVIDIA, TQQQ still in. DVG likes Amazon, I guess, to the long side if we are going a bit. Okay. Interesting this market is indeed. So I'm out of NVDA and now I'm out of TQQQ. Not a big trading in the beginning. NVDA surprisingly it's making a nice resilience. Indeed. Amir is watching this BJDX to the long side, and actually I've seen MLGO as well. Oh, look at AMD. Ah, NVIDIA, I hate you. It just shook me out. Look at that. That's nasty. MLGO, I've seen it in the green side. Okay, guys, this market is officially really, really crazy. I'm going to be careful with this today. Look at that, and NVIDIA is going. If you are still holding NVIDIA, I just felt into the shake you out and then it's going to your direction type of thing. That's ugly. And it happens. Then the partial is on already. Okay, guys, market is suffering on the lows. MLGO moving higher. Be careful on that. Even 5 below is green on my screen. 5 below is strong, guys. 5 below is strong. We should just pay an attention to that. Actually. Crazy moves. Amazon, I see why DVG is watching Amazon at the moment. Okay, Spine Triple Q is still under the VWAP, but trying to make a move here as I see. Okay, so let's see market, higher or lower. Tesla still breaking, guys. If you took it for this nice gap and go, which I missed, unfortunately, there is the second partial point coming, 216, and let it run. 5 below, it's not a big mover, unfortunately. Checking PLTR. Ooh, I just missed PLTR intraday breakdown. That was nice. Coin is moving lower too. Look at coin. LLY and VDA trigged me, but here is your partialing point if you stayed in. mRNA down big time. So everything is going further. 480, which we should watch, in my opinion, traders. If you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. Amir called just BJDX over 960. He is longing only the lower price stocks, small caps, which is understandable. AVGO, Lee. AVGO is just dropping now. AMD, it's a big dropper, as I've seen too. Crazy, crazy moves here. Okay, shame on you. NVDA. Amazon still though holding. Amazon is still holding. Can be interesting. DVG still holding the Apple because he longed the Apple. I'm still not ready to long, definitely. Food traders, this is ugly. Tesla was the best trade. Indeed. Okay, guys, Amazon, NVIDIA. Amazon is still holding. Microsoft gave up. Google gave up. NVIDIA is quite of giving up. How about Meta? No trades for you. Still got margin call. Also will be traveling. Oh, sorry, Lee. Have a safe flight though. I know these semicons just tricked you, not just you actually. Lots of traders got tricked by this semicons indeed. Amazon still looks strong though. Overall market, I just see the first possible reversal traders, and actually Amazon can be an interesting long over 166, but only for a scalp. I just do not trust the bulls. I just do not trust the bulls here, indeed. Five below is still strong, but very spready. Like 50-cent spread on a $50 stock, it's not good. J and J, I'm wondering what's going to be the next here. Tesla, it's still 215, unbelievable, or really weak. JP Morgan, I'm checking now. At no entry. Everything is just on the lows, guys. Everything is on the lows. Netflix, Kevin, checking. Also, Netflix can be a quite of a ugly one. Yeah, it looks just the same as Tesla and the rest, indeed. If it fell under the lows, it's just crazy. SMCI still holding. Let me just check INTC here. Baba is not moving. No, I'm not moving yet. Very small green because my TQQQ winner was bigger than the Tesla, or not Tesla. How is it called? NVIDIA loser. I did not take Amazon. I'm too covered, too long, anything until I cannot see a sign for the market from the market. And this sign can be actually a quite of a break over the VWAP and the small pullback. Okay, traders, now or never for the market, in my opinion. We need to see a small, maybe a small pullback now. TQQQ pulling back. Amazon made a quick partial here. Scott is taking TQQQ over 30, 35, 65, but he called it now. This is too soon. I would take it only over 36.30 on the TQQQ, but again, we need to see the market to break the VWAP for good. It's not enough, just to see that it's breaking and that's it. Very big move to the downside on the market already. It's making a nice move over the VWAP. That's a good sign. Amazon is making the move. Happy to see that. And you know what? Maybe I'm going to get this NVDA here. It was resilient. Here is this SMCI. This is resilient too. So if NVDA is breaking the highs, I'm going to watch it for a bottom fishing 89. That's funny that first I shorted, now I do long, but this is what I was talking about, guys. This is the crazy market now. Lower share size or smaller share size here. Okay. Let's see. Tricky market. All right, here we go. Let's go for a 70 cents on the NVDA traders. Come on, NVDA. Okay, traders, here comes my NVDA partial. Let's go for 60 here. I think this is great. Nice. Okay, I'm just taking 75% of my share size on the NVDA. I took it on 89.74, and I'm going to put my stop loss a bit lower and let it run. So NVDA, it's a nice winner, was quick, but again, this can be easily a bear or a bull trap traders. So be careful, please. But nice move so far. Market is still moving a bit higher. Volume is quite nice too, but as I've told you, I just do not trust this market, at least to the downside or to the upside, to be precise. Okay. SPY is almost back to the high of the day at least. I took my partial on NVDA and I'm going to put my stop loss just slightly under 89. So 2 winners, 1 loser so far. And everyone is eyeing for the market. What's going to happen? Another carnage day, as Amir mentioned, maybe a Tarantino movie, another Tarantino movie, or we are going to make it better. Okay, guys, here comes our NVDA again. Beautiful. I want to take a partial next around this 90, 80 level on this NVDA. I did not take MV or the TQQQ. I took rather NVDA, but that was a nice call over 36.22. It's up $1 already if you took it. All right, traders, so one partial done on the NVDA. Let's go for 90.80 for the second partial. What a crazy market start. And I'm wondering whether it's going to be really a bull trap or we are going to go a bit higher there and maybe to close the gap. I'm going to be surprised on that, but anything is happening or anything is possible. Who was looking for this SMCI? That was a beautiful one, Kevin, as well. If you took it over the high with this 88.80, that's a very nice move. Well done. I'm still stretching my NVDA, 50 more cents to take the second partial. I'm just going to move my stop loss under 88.70 and let it run. Overall market is still pushing back, but 490, it's a bigger resistance on the market. And even the 410 on the triple Q and 419 on the SPY. So let's see whether it can make the move even more to the upside. Nice profit taking started in my opinion, and maybe some deep buyers just got in here, and I'm ready to take my second partial soon on the NVDA traders. Well done, NVDA. Okay, guys, so I am ready now to take, here we are, second partial on the NVDA is in. Great. And I'm going to move my stop loss, as I mentioned you, under 80, 89, 88, 90, 88, 90 on the NVDA. Great move. Wow, NVDA, beautiful. Go, go, go. Very good. I hope you are with me in the NVDA trade. That's a nice pullback on the market. But again, we still don't know whether this is just a bull trap, another bull trap, like on Friday. Triple Q approaching 413 from the bottom. We might hit a snag around here. Thank you, anticipator. Yeah, I agree. But so far, it's a nice job from the market in the mean of a pullback, at least. So I'm still holding NVIDIA after two partials, stop loss under 89, and let's see whether it can stretch even more. Amazon was a beautiful one. I missed it, unfortunately. TQQQ was a good one, but I am not complaining because at least we catch the one which is NVDA. If you are in TQQQ, I would take a second partial around just before the 50 EMA, which is 38.60, 38.50, 60. This is a beautiful move as well. D King, are you around? I hope you took it. This is a really, really good trade as well. And the overall market is just on the verge of a small relief pullback, which can end at any time. Kevin, your SMCI was fantastic. It's still running. All right, traders, here comes the NVDA. NVDA, good. Great picking. NVIDIA is approaching the 100 EMA traders. If you are more stretched on the share size, Mike, you can take a little bit more profit off. I'm just going to move my stop loss under 90.70. Okay, under 90.70 is going to be my stop loss on the NVIDIA, and I just let it run. SPY new daily high, triple Q. Not yet though. Yeah, it's just approaching this 413, so we are. Sorry, you just could not see the chart here. So new daily high on both of the indices, and here comes the 413. This is the next stronger, possible stronger resistance here. NVIDIA beautiful 91.70, under 91.70. I'm going to be out fully from the trade. Beautiful, almost $3 on the last run. And maybe, as anticipator just told, this can be the last move for the market before it's making this decision whether it's going to roll over or we do continue higher. I'm out of the NVDA traders. I'm going to get back in if it's making another consolidation here. Actually, I like Microsoft too. It's just making this nice consolidation on the VWAP. I'm going to watch this 352.50 here. If you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. And so far, the market seems like maybe it's going to stretch even higher. Triple Q looking stronger. INTC looks like strong too. How about PLTR? Oh, PLTR was nice too. Nice reversal there. Okay, MU is in green, guys. MU is in green. Nice, MU. Looks interesting here too. Amir called ICCT to the long side, over 680, by the way. ICCT 680, 349, maybe 618. I don't know, because it looks like as a reversal. I don't know. Let's just leave it. All right, traders. So here comes NVIDIA still going higher if you are in the trade. Market still stretching higher. That is great news. And let's see what else. CVNA is strong as I see. RH is strong. FSLR is strong. Just telling you what I see on the gainers and losers list indeed. Applied material is strong, 2% to the upside. Market still stretching higher. No entries at the moment on these stocks, but we can watch for a possible reversal. Even Roku, CVNA, all of them are very nice and strong traders. Kava, STX, Plavin, APP2, but everything is just a green stretch higher. Very nice moves indeed. I like SoundHound as well, 720 traders. Going to take this. Nice green day. Thank you, NVDA. Yes, anticipator. That's a good one. I did not take it back, but I'm going to make an entry on another stock now rather, and this is going to be SoundHound. Beautiful NVDA. Go, go, go. Fantastic. So SoundHound, I'm going to take it over 720. Stop loss under the consolidation low 698 or 90. mRNA pulling back big time too, but no entry. AVGO is in green, guys. AVGO is in green too, but everything looks like just a green stretch higher without any entry at the moment. And the market though, it's not stopping, going towards to a possible gap fill. 500 and 420 can be a very problematic level for the market, so let's just watch out on that. Okay, Sound Hunt 22, it's my entry there, 722, and I want to see a 20 cents, maybe 30 to take a partial. I have not entered yet, and I'm just checking these really strong stocks here. Netflix is back to green, Okta, DoorDash, Marvel, Futu. So everything is pulling back. Even the coin started to pull back nicely. Okay, here comes the Sound Hunt. No entry yet. Come on, Soundhound. What a move. What a comeback. Maybe this was Soundhound is in. This was what everyone was waiting for, maybe. Nice. Soundhound is in, traders. I would like to take a partial around 745. 745. I'm going to be out of 75% of my share size. Oh, I forgot Microsoft 350, 250. I forgot my Microsoft. Sorry, guys. So many opportunities at the same time. Amazing. So if you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. As I mentioned you, I would like to see a 45 for the first partial on the Soundhound. Tesla had a nice pullback too. Everything is pulling back. Question for how long, right? And VDA was my amazing trade of the day. And hopefully Soundhound is going to be the same. Great here. Also, the market is starting to be a bit extended. Watch out. Coin under 150. Let me just check. I see why you mean that. Yeah, 149.80 maybe on the coin, but I don't know. I feel like I want to stay a bit away from this coin today. Traders, I think here comes the pullback, so watch out. Hopefully my Soundhound going to survive as this is a lower price stock. But I feel like this is the first possible stop or a small pullback for the market. I see a big volume red candle, which can be a stop for a while. And now we do pull back a little bit. My Soundhound is the only trade which I'm holding, and I want to see a 745 for a partial. Yet coin can be a pullback towards to the VWAP. Kevin, what a day! Oh my goodness. And yeah, here comes the pullback. Here comes the pullback, guys. Watch out. I'm still holding just my Soundhound. That's why I tried to look for something, which is not very much impacted by the market. That's a second red candle on the market starting. And I think this is going to be the test whether this was a bull trap or start of something more serious here. Okay, come on, Soundhound, break the 730 here. That's what we need. Meta just checked in on the $500 level. So traders, in my opinion, everything can be a very nice continuation if the market stops here and makes just a small pullback. If not, we can go for rollovers, as Kevin just called out for this coin. Indeed, let's just wait for that to clear the situation. Nvidia is pulling back. It can be a great reversal around 90 if we drop more with this market here. I'm just checking the news, but I don't think so. It was a news-driven move. Let me just see that. Drops 1,600 points. S&P and so on is just the same on the market watch. Cannot see anything. Let's see the international news. Google still looks strong. Amazon over the high too. Market stopped, or Soundhound still looks great, traders. Cannot see anything interesting here. All right, traders, sound hound breaking 730, 14 cents away from my 75% partial market fighting here on the temporary highs. Or maybe this is the high of the day, who knows, right? I'm going to put my stop loss on the sound hound to 715, so I'm not going to lose too much if it doesn't want to work out. Market is just making a consolidation now. Amazon 169.50. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's a two-way ticket now, right? Like over the high of the day, we can go for longs under the this consolidation, or yeah, low. It's going to be a rollover. I completely agree with you. If the market fails, exactly. This is the $1 million question now, whether the market is ready to fail or this is just a small pause in this nice move. Okay, traders, Soundhound is moving nicely. NVDA getting back to the highs slowly. SPY triple Q pushing again towards to the highs. But we need to break it, of course, especially after such a crazy moves. Amazing. Okay, guys, come on, Soundhound. I'm just waiting for the first partial on the Soundhound. Also, I see a little bit lower volume here in the green side, so I'm going to take it a bit earlier, especially if I see the market is going to stop there. Because yesterday's high, which was Friday, actually it was around there. Going to be careful with that because 740 looks like as a stronger resistance on the Soundhound. Market is still fighting. I see Google. It's making a nice consolidation here, but it filled the gap. But over 146 can be interesting. Meta seems like it's, it was always strong. It was one of the biggest stocks, among the biggest stocks, which was holding nicely. So I'm going to watch this as well. But unfortunately, based on the facts, guys, I feel like this is just a small pullback and it's not going to be, like, very much long-lived. It's just going to be maybe a short-lived reversal here. Small relief. If not, I am interested in Meta, especially. Maybe here Microsoft for this VWAP reversal and definitely NVIDIA on my list. But I agree with Andy Bader, if the things are going to turn around here, then anything under this consolidation low, it can be a nice short. So let's just wait for the market for more clarity. Okay? And even still, Amazon is very strong. So Amazon, Meta on my watch list to the long side if we do continue higher. And here comes our Soundhound traders. Patience hopefully pays off. Meta only over two, yeah, 250, 250. And Amazon here 172.50 maybe. SPY triple Q are still consolidating here, so did not break. That's a good news, quite good news. At least for the ones who are in long. What a crazy market, guys. Nice pullback, but again, might is going to be short-lived here. SMCI breaking out. All right, traders, come on, Soundhound. This 40 we need to break. This 40 we need to break because wow, how so many sellers here. Okay, this is not a fast train trade. It's okay. Too many sellers on 40. Okay, guys, you know what? I'm not going to force. I'm happy for my 20, nearly 20% or 20 cents as well. It's just going next again to this 40. Now let's see. But I'm afraid there are still sellers there. I'm just going to check this level 2 here. Cannot see sellers on 40. Market still fighting. A little bit more chance. Here they are. Lots of sellers again on 40, but I think we are going to eat them. Come on, Soundhound. Okay, guys, I am ready to take 75% off on the Soundhound. Nice. And I'm going to put my stop loss just under the entry. Okay, here we are. Patience just paid off. Traders, I'm taking 75% off here, 46.47 on the Soundhound took. And I'm going to put my stop loss just under 7 and 20, 7 and 20. And the market is going like crazy. Beautiful. Well done. Whew, what a day. And I did not take Meta. Guys, I am slow today. I'm slow today. I really hope you took Meta. I really, really hope you took Meta. I was just focusing on my 20, 30 cents on the Soundhound and I missed Meta. I can't believe it. Please tell me you took it. At least one of you. I guess this is news, guys. I guess this is news. This must be news. Yes, exactly, anticipator. I completely agree with you. This must be news, nothing else. And our Soundhound is just let it go, guys. Let it go. If you are in Meta over this 50250, take like a $12 partial here and you can just leave it. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a move. Maybe something about the tariffs. I don't know. But this is crazy. Please tell me you were in Meta. At least you. Okay, I'm not complaining because somehow the stop loss, it was really small, so I took it with a high share size. So it's a huge, huge trade for me. But still, I'm just, I'm just not happy I did not get into this Meta. All right, traders, beautiful move on the market. Definitely news driven. I'm just going to check what is going on here. Just a second. Wow, this is just wow. If you find any news, please let me know. You are faster than me. Wow. Oh. Okay, and I cannot see the news. What a trade, guys. And even our Soundhound making 50 cents on stock, which got like a 30-cent stop loss. Very nice. Okay, guys, I am ready to take my second partial on the Soundhound and officially making my day a monster green trading day. I hope it is on your side too. Crazy. Meta $20 in the money. I can't believe that. How could I skip this trade? Fantastic. Okay, traders, here we are. I'm just taking a second partial on my Soundhound trade. Fantastic. And I'm going to leave my stop loss under 750. 750. What a day. I can't believe it. This can be the reversal, maybe? What do you think? Oh my goodness. Wow. Just wow. What a trade on Soundhound as well. You know what? I thought like I'm going to manage the position on the Soundhound and then I called the Meta and Amazon. I had no time. This come just out of the blue. Amazing market. Amazing. Wow. That's just crazy what we've seen here. Deking, I try to, when I've seen that the market is starting to hesitate there, whether to go down or up, I just decided to take some or look for stocks which are like small caps, lower priced, that might they are not going to get impacted and very extended. In my opinion, SoundHound has a very green future. I have swing as well in the stock on my other account, and that's why I was watching it. That it's just had a very nice sharp reversal, and this intraday breakout, I really liked it. So this made me to go for SoundHound, and now hopefully we will see even an $8 break there. Guys, this is crazy. I still cannot find the news. Trump is considering 90 days tariffs. Yeah, Tara, I thought this is going to be. Yeah, I see. I see. So now just posted in the room as well, in the VIP room. Yeah, traders, this is a good news, but it does not solve anything. So, why is good? Because there will be negotiations starting and the things are going to be solved. So this is the relief. You see, I just told you in the preparation session, one headline, one headline, and this just going to flip the market. Here it is, the headline. I'm not sure it's going to be like a solution, and from now on we are going to reach a new all-time high. Highly likely not, but it was enough to completely change the market sentiment. Amazing. In Netherlands, we have news that EU offered US a proposal for zero tariff. Rika, thank you for this really good news. Actually, I would be relieved because I think everyone knows, guys, if this craziness going further, the whole world economy is just going to disappear. I would say not even going down and not even recession. This world order is just going to be finished. Finito. That's it. No more. Adriana Kugler speaks in 15 minutes. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, Kevin, that's for sure. That's for sure. China is not going to give up. China is not going to give up. I'm sure in that either. Okay, guys, in the meantime, SoundHound is just reaching $8. I'm just going to put my stop loss under 780 and just let it run. It looks like it's still going farther, which is great indeed. So big move on the market. Seems like that this is still going to be continued there. Whew, crazy, 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 crazy move. SPY 442 or triple Q 442. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Okay, SoundHound, beautiful. 780 is going to be my stop loss, and I just let it run. And in the meantime, market is had a huge run already. Let's see how long it's going to last this move to the upside, but I think this is a quite of a big pullback already, which is completely understandable here. All right, traders, we are pulling back a little bit, so watch out. We will get some great opportunities for some reversals here. I'm just watching the Chinese stocks as well. Baba just turned around. So everything is just pulling back after this small relief rally. So let's see what's the next step from this market. But we can watch for some nice reversals here, traders. Yes, anticipator. Good to know. I was not, or leaking. I was not only once scratching my head. Technically, it looked overextended, but clearly knowing more about the stock. Thank you, the king. Yeah, actually, this sound hound was it's on my list. Like it's all the time on my list because I have a swing on that, and that's why I was watching it closely for this intraday breakout over the 720 level. So I'm just going to show you what did I see on that. So yeah, it was everything was extended, but it was just making a very nice consolidation on the 100 EMA. Actually, I took it a little bit too late because 710 would have been a better entry point, but I was a bit late, so and that's why I get 720 even with this stop loss under 698, as I mentioned you. And also on the daily is definitely extended to the downside, so that's why I was watching it for a nice move to the upside again. And the market is pulling back in the meantime, so let's be careful. Okay, guys. So what a day so far. Let's see whether this was it or the market is going to find a footage and moving a bit higher. And let me just ask you, how is your day today? Green or red, or you have not traded anything? So this is the poll. What a crazy day. Wow. That was just insane. Green King, good. Is this a pullback for the buy? I don't know, Kevin, yet. Let me just check it. I would say maybe. I would say maybe, but don't forget that we had a very, very strong pressure to the downside with this market. So I would say that it is possible. I'm on the sideline. It is too fast for you today, Dietmar. No problem. I can imagine and I can understand. So don't worry on that, because that can be a really, really nasty day still. My green was shorts, not longs. Oh, John. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's not easy to find out this market direction for sure, what it wants at the end. But now there is a quite of a big pullback, so let's be careful. No trust right now. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. This is just a huge move. Crazy, and it's just moving lower. Look at that. Now, I would say if it's going under 500, this can be another story of the day, because now all of the big stocks started to move down. I'm out of the sound hunt. Don't take any trade, Arika. It's okay. It's okay. Market is starting to be really, really crazy here, in my opinion. Yes, level two, it's understandable. We are hesitating when we see these crazy moves there for sure. Market now seems like it's just pulling back even more. So even the market, maybe it's not sure which direction to take. This is definitely good news, but as I mentioned you, this is still not a solution for this very severe pain for the overall market, and I'm not going to be surprised if it's going to give up. So I'm out of the sound hound, but overall very nice and green day. Don't feel sorry if you hesitated. As I've told you, it can be a very, very tough environment, and this definitely just happened now. This really, really tough environment on the market, and now it's just giving back everything. So let's see whether this VWAP and the 500 can stop the market. If not, might we are going to see more move to the downside. So let's be careful. Yeah, maybe level two, maybe. It's just insane what we see now on this market for sure. Okay, so far VWAP, we are on the VWAP with the SPY triple Q, but this sell-off starting to be very nasty again, not good. So this can be a make or break. And we broke the 500. Look at that. So maybe this was just a short-lived reversal. If we fall down here like a cliff, then like off the cliff, then this was just a short-lived reversal. Unfortunately, that's not good. Everything is pulling back big time now. And this is the test for a possible reversal. If we do reverse, we still can watch the bigger stocks here, even maybe TQQQ over 41.50, 70. Let's see. Guys has not called anything, but listen, if you are nicely to the green side, we are trading for an hour now. Even it's okay just to stay with that, because as you can see, the market is starting to be crazy again, really, really ugly. No one at WH is aware of 19. That's interesting, Kevin. So maybe that was just an artificial good news for the market, and now we are going down again. That's not nice. But again, in this world, anything can happen. So let's just be careful. SPY trying to make a green candle here. Let's see. I'm watching this. If the market reversing here, you can watch maybe Tesla, NVDA, maybe the overall TQQQ. Okay, 62% into the green side in the meantime. Thank you. Happy to hear that. Guys has not called any trade so far since then. And the market is pulling back now nicely. I'm still, though, not that brave to take a trade here on this untrustable market, I would say. Everything is fighting back. Triple Q SPY trying to make a reversal here, not with a huge success so far, so be careful. I would not buy the TQQQ only over 42 maybe. Everything is still looks really fragile. Amazon made a reversal, but the rest is just suffering here. So this is still not true. There's rumors, unfortunately. So that's why everything is going lower at the moment. Feel like we are breaking the VWAP to the downside. This can go back in no time to the lows, actually. So be careful, guys, with every move from now on. We need a clarity on the market, which it's not there yet. And looks like we are fighting lower here. So really watch out, please. Second touch on the VWAP, and seems like we're breaking down, guys. So everything is just giving back now. Ouch, that's painful. This is painful. Again to the red side. Okay. I'm still waiting for this market, but as I see, it's just completely giving up all of the plus here, which means that that was it. It was a very short-lived good news. As you can see, both indices are going back to the lows almost. Very, very ugly. 420 broken by the triple Q again. Looks ugly for a continuation. HR. Yeah, make or break time. I agree. Completely agree. Seems like as a make or break time here. SPY hits 61.8. Yeah. And seems like it's rather making than breaking at the moment. Ugly. And the whole market is giving back the whole profit. I can't believe that, guys. Wow. That's nasty. SMCI is still holding, though. This is what I'm watching, that SMCI is holding nicely. Meta? Yeah, definitely we should short TQQQ under 39 maybe. Checking Meta, yes, I see that. And even coin looking interesting. On the Meta, maybe I would take it over 515. Doesn't look bad. But the market seems weak again, guys. Just seems to be a little bit weak again. So let's be careful here. So as you just wrote, Kevin, this is the make or break moment for the market. So let's see which is going to happen. If we do a reversal, I like Meta over this neckline 515. 515. Maybe 96 for the NVDA doesn't look bad either. But for that, we need a pushback over this VWAP and stay there with the market, because so far now it still seems a bit vulnerable. Be careful. Now it's trying to push a bit harder to the upside. Let's see if it can stretch even more. So 515 on the Meta, which I'm checking now. Nice pullback, but again, I'm still afraid that this is just a short-lived here. So nothing before 515 on the Meta. WMT, just checking. Not bad. Listen, if the market is going to make it, everything is going to go back, in my opinion. But for that, we need to stretch back at least to 430 with the SPY. Here comes the Meta traders, 515. 515, and seems like we are going to make it. Nice market. Very nice indeed. $2 on the Meta traders. Sorry, I had no time to call it. $2 on the Meta, 80% off, because again, I still do not trust this market at all. Only scalps. To the long side, I would say only scalps, unfortunately. Nothing else. Because it can give up very easily. I think I'm not going to touch this market anymore. I'm going to make a little over trading if I touch it again. This is what I feel. And look at that. It just cannot go higher. Amazing. So the volume was not bad, but it just cannot go higher. Ugly. And now if we are going to break this neckline with the SPY, especially under the 496, it can be over in no time. So traders, be careful with any longs, and only low share size in my opinion, because this looks nasty. Seems like the market is just keeping to give up everything which it made so far. So that was a very short-lived pullback. Ouch. Okay. And yes, in this case, you know what, the king, we can just short the TQQQ under this consolidation low. Yes, Kevin, seems like that this was a very short-lived news, if there was any at all. And if we break this 496 on the SPY, it can stretch even lower. Everything looks like as a nice short now, especially NVIDIA under 92.50 maybe. But yeah, everything is just stretching lower now. Ugly. The king, it was way too fast, even for me. But I'm still on my hands, guys. I'm still just sitting on my hands. This whole market is just completely out of its mind. And look at that, big red, big green. But I feel like the selling pressure is quite serious here. I saw Scott just going long PLTR 76. Jim, I have not experienced that actually. Oh, TOS, okay. Yeah, because I have the TEFS platform, TEFS, not TOS. And yeah, market pressure is going down again. Very nice anticipator, well done. Yeah, I'm just going to think well before I take any trade here, because the whole market is just a bit uncertain again. But I feel like we have a bigger selling pressure than a buying pressure. We just get back to the bear side. Okay, so nasty drop all over the market now again, and seems like we are going back to the lows. Not nice, but this is what we have. So we can just look for some shorts indeed in the meantime. Now some intraday breakdowns are forming. I'm still waiting until it's not going to be completely clear. But seems like everything is going to go back to the lows immediately. Wow, ugly, ugly. What a carnage again. So seems like this was a very short-lived pullback on the market, and we are going to go down again. Nasty. SPY broke 495 traders. Triple Q is breaking 415, and seems like there is no stop again to the downside after seems like it was quite of a fake news. This is making the things much worse for the market now. Another try from this market to make a small pullback. I'm still sitting on my hands. Let's see whether this is a true pullback or not. I don't think so. SPY triple Q stopped a bit, thinking on the next move here. And highly likely is going to be down again. So be careful, traders, with every long, because the market seems like it's giving up again and moves back completely to the lows if we give up here on the 494 with the triple Q. 415 with the 415 with the triple Q and 495 with the SPY to be precise. Okay. All right, guys. Crazy moves here in the meantime. I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm very nicely to the green side. I don't want to ruin that. Indeed. Okay. Okay, traders, just a second. I will be back soon. And I'm here. Thank you. Okay, guys, so seems like market is trying to get back again, but I don't know how about you. I just do not trust this market anymore. Nice comeback, but this is still quite of nothing in my opinion. Until we are not going to go back the high of the day and break it, it's nothing. It's just a small pullback, I think, but highly likely if it cannot break over the VWAP, we can see another drop back to the lows, traders. So be careful. This is going to be the make or break again on this market. 420 for the triple Q and the 500 for the SPY. So far, nice VWAP reversal on the NVDA. Google is making VWAP reversals too, but on the 1 minute chart on this verge, it still looks for me a little bit like a small downtrend. This can be, as I've told you, a make or break. If we can break over the VWAP $100 level, $500 or a $500 level and the 100 EMA, and it can continue higher, this can be a sign for a nice continuation. Also, again, I just do not trust in these buyers at the moment. So be careful there. PLTR, though it was called by Scott, as I mentioned you, over $76 level. 76, I would say even 75 and 20 can be interesting, but for that, again, we need to see the market to push higher and higher. If you have any questions, please just let me know. We have time now because I'm just sitting on my hand looking for other opportunities. Amir just called RGTI or GTI, Rigetti, to the long side at the moment. He's going to take it over 8 and 20. RGTI 8 and 20. $8.20. He's going to take it for a long from the VIP room. Looks good. It's a little bit similar to my Soundhound trade indeed. Let's see whether it can move higher. Okay, traders, Q broke the VWAP but could not continue so far. So again, this still can be an easily reversal to the downside or over. Um, it's just rolling over again as I see, not easy to decide what this market is up to at the moment. So be careful with that still. In my opinion, that was a really, really volatile day, and it's still just the start, not the end. Seems like it's just making the traders' lives a bit harder, especially for the starter traders. I am expecting rather a rollover if we won't get any more good news, and seems like there are no more good news. 500, it's still a very strong level for the SPY, 420 for the triple Q, and let's see if it can continue a little bit higher. But as I mentioned you, I feel like maybe a rollover, it's highly likely going to happen and not a move higher. And it is just rolling over now. Look at that. So there is still no relief for the market. Seemed like it's going to be a little bit one today, but as the news did not work out as it should, it's not a relief rally yet. It was just a small pullback. So we need a real good news for that to see that like a really extended move to the upside. And we have not get it yet, indeed. Okay, though SMCI looks very nice over 32 for me. TQQQ over 41 only. What else here? RGTI doesn't look bad either if you like it. This is Amir's call from the VIP room. And Scott called the PLTR over 76. But for that, again, we need to see the SPY breaking the 500 higher, which at the moment we cannot see it yet at all. I'm not going to take any more trade for today. I feel like I do not want to overtrade. And this market still looks weak in my opinion, so I'm a bit afraid to take any long at the moment. If it's proving its strengths again, maybe I'm going to change my mind. Crazy day so far, that's for sure. And the market's still fighting with the 420 and the 500 levels here. And maybe the rumors are going to get through. I don't know, or can come through. We don't know yet. I'm still very suspicious of that. Nice pullback on the max 7 as well, but still, this is still not enough to make a extended move and say that, yeah, this is the bottom reversal. We are really far away from that, in my opinion. SPY is over $500 level. That's quite of a good sign here. So let's see. But again, even a bad news can just push back everything to the downside. So be extremely careful, especially with the share size here. Nice push again. Maybe another fake news. Who knows, right? What's coming next again? Can be followed by the big red. Insane market. Really, really insane market today, guys. Watch out for every move, please. Yeah, Marla is just asking that what was that fake news, and she's just wondering how it happened. Like fake news, wonder how that happened. Billions of dollars flooded into the stock market for nothing. Well, I don't think so for nothing because I'm sure someone knew already even the fake news and played with it for it. Very interesting indeed. But at least it gave some hope for the market, but it was just fake news. Which, as I've told you, I'm not sure whether it's not going to become a good news or real news soon. Let's see. Okay, guys, I think slowly I'm just going to call it as a day as well. No more trades for me. It was a very intensive, very, very intensive first hour of trading, full of surprises again, as the market it is. I'm very happy we have been on the right side, especially with the sound count trade and whoever just took the meta. Happy for that. I have a really nice green day. I had a small loser though on the NVDA, but the rest very nice and green. And I think I'm not going to force this market further, especially because of the fact that this fake news just made this whole market upside down again. Like after a big pullback to the upside, is just giving up, which is not nice in my opinion. So let's be extremely careful, traders. I hope you enjoyed the trading with me again. If you did, please just give a thumbs up. And don't forget, as usual, every day I'm here for you at 9 with the preparation for the trading day and then to continue trading. Interesting day for sure. And let's see whether these rumors are going to come through. That would be definitely a nice relief for the market, as you could see. If it's going to happen, might we will get a much nicer extension to the upside from this market. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of your day, a green one, if you are going to continue trading, and see you tomorrow. Stay safe, everyone, and thanks for your participation today. OGTI, well, as far as I know, um, Amir's style of trading, I would say it should be under 770. Now, as it just moved, I would take it under the VWAP like 788. Okay? That would be my stop loss. All right, traders. So thanks a lot. Have a beautiful day and see you tomorrow. Bye.